Cool. Alright, so what we're gonna do is basically recreate the staple skin blend, which really is just, I made a spreadsheet, kind of. So like a reason of wanting to do this, because people ask, like, why would you just use all the skin details? You're just layering stuff on. And I'm like, valid. But I use like 80 skin details, because eye bags, nose mask, more nose mask, moles, freckles, cheekbones, cleft chin overlays, everything. I run out of slots all the time, so this would be a reason. But I have a folder here, if I can find it. Ooh, behind all this stuff, called components. And what you're gonna need is a base skin, which I am using Mad Mono's ADAMAS skin blend, which I will link in the description right there, or the chat. Let's open this up actually. Oh, it's so big. So the base, which is just the default skin, and like mini disclaimer, I don't know how to make default skin, but I know how to edit it, so this is like a cute little like stepping stone in between. Refresh the stream, Gogger. Maybe that'll help. So base, and I'm using HEIHU'S, one of their, I use the No Shine. I don't necessarily use just the texture, but I do layer it on top to reference it. PYXIS'S lips, default lips. You can use any lips you want. I'm just recreating the same thing over. Also their nose masks, their bulb, and TAMO eye bags. So first thing is first. Let me explain the files really quick. So let's go back to components. We'll open the base. What this means right here is TU, this is toddler, CU, this is child, TF to EF means teen female to elder female, and then TM to EM, it means teen male to elder male. I'm probably not going to go, I probably won't show myself like going through all of them, but I will explain the texture files really quick. So let's open the female. Okay, Sims for Studio. And if it says not responding, just give it a second, because it's files. It's not going to show you a preview like creating and recoloring things normally would. So it's kind of, you got to be gentle with it. Just don't touch it when it's loading. And be careful when you're scrolling, because sometimes it's like, like freaks out and doesn't let you touch anything. Okay, so this is why this is marked not safe for work. So I don't understand how to make default skins, but I do know that not all of these texture files have faces on them. And I kind of went into this with no knowledge, so this is completely, you know, it could suck, but nah. But what I did was I clicked the images that had faces on them. Please don't freeze on me, Sims for Studio. And I exported those. So that's the old person. So I would imagine this would be teen female, young adult, adult, and elder. As you can see, not all of them have faces, and I did not touch those. This is Mad Mono's base. Ooh, gotta be really careful with scrolling. And everything under here, I don't know what this is, but it's just boobs. So if you want to add nip nops, you can. All of these, the way they have different shading and like dimension, it's basically per body state, I guess, like fatness or skinny. So like this is young adult. So this is when they're chubby, and this is when they're ripped and like buff. Or I'm sorry, that one is when they're like ripped and buff. And that one's when they're really skinny. And I imagine this one is just when they're, you know, of medium weight. So I'm gonna take, I should probably write this down on a sticky note first, so I know what I'm doing. Ooh, why is that so far apart? Stop being really far apart. Older female. So I don't lose track of what I'm doing. So you're going to export the image. I'm going to put it in the components file that I made on my desktop, and I'm going to name it, ooh, maybe that doesn't work very well. Okay, I'm just going to call this one Which one is this? Okay, this is teen. Teen, female. And I'm gonna put TF in front of it. To EF. Actually, I'll just call it that. That makes sense. Alright, so you'll get this file. I export it as a PNG. I mean, it does it by default, I think. Or maybe you can do it as a DDS, I don't know. But I'm going to go to Photoshop and remove all this cat nonsense. Or not. Gonna go to the file, gonna open it. Alright, and you'll get this, which is this crazy looking, all this checkered marks is just transparency. That's all that is. Now, the way this works is, how skins work is there's a texture on top of a base, and that's how EA made it. There is it just looks like this weird blobby thing if you've ever added skin tones to your game or edited skin tones, that's what that is. There's a color underneath, and it has some texture, but it's not a lot. So I'm going to take this, just to make it easier, and the paint bucket tool. I'm going to add a layer, and then drag it underneath this one, and then fill it. And then, it kind of looks like a normal human being, and not a transparent blah blah blah. So, that is the base. You can mess with it, do all that nonsense. Like maybe if you wanted I don't know, like the EA lips to show through a little more, you could take the eraser and just erase it, and then EA's lips would be underneath it. It would be transparent, which is why, see there's like a little bit of shading right here. That's so that it covers up some of the EA-ness. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm going to export all of these really quick. You know what? Probably shouldn't name that. I'll put TF. This will be YAF because it's a young adult, I assume. Go to the other one with faces. Export it. I'm going to do AF for adult female. And then elder female, so EF. Cool, so we have all of our images. I'm going to go ahead and open all of them in order, hopefully. Young adult. Adult. Elder. I'm going to go ahead and open this again. Okay. So, go ahead, take the swatch up here, create a layer, drag it underneath, use your paint bucket tool. Mom says hi. Ah, I love Mama Hypno Frogs. I'm gonna drag this over here. I will exit this because I don't need that at the moment. Go away. There's so much stuff open. Okay, go over here. I'm going to do the same for all of them. Take this color, create a new layer, drag it underneath, use your paint bucket tool, put it underneath. I don't think these are different colors, but I'm going to swatch them just in case. Alright, so you have your skins. Do not save them like this at all. They are PNG files, so they have to be transparent, so having this layer underneath is a no-no. Alright, so we have them. I'm going to go back to my components file, and this is where the kind of annoying part comes in, or like the work, I guess. Let's start with PYXIS'S lips. These are their default lips from their We Are Electric Skin Blend, if it will ever open. Okay. Now, all these files, they're all the same. It's essentially like the way you make default skin details is you would take a default skin, I guess, somewhat, and replace all the files with one thing. So I don't need to like look through all of these. They're fine. So I'm going to go ahead and export this. I'm going to put another folder here. Actually, I just put it where it was. I'm going to export it as a PNG file. I'm going to save it as something. Alright, cool. Lips. Go back to your components file. go where you saved it and open the file. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the same color that the EA skin base has, just to show you what it would look like. So here are the lips, PYXIS'S lips. Now, if you look at the file image size, it's 1024 pixels in width. These, the default skins, are twice that width. So, what we have to do is we have to go to the lips and make it the same size. So I'm going to do that. Now, it's bigger, and it'll fit in place. The resolution may be kind of wonky, it might be like a little bit different. So if you really want to, if it really bothers you, I guess, you could reduce the noise a little bit. I didn't whenever I did my thing. Zoom out a little bit so it's more accurate. You can do whatever you want with it. You just have to be careful because, as you can see, it can make them very smooth. I mean, maybe you want that. Maybe you just want the soft definition, but I wanted the original. So since we resized it, I'm going to go ahead and hit Control A to select the entire thing, and then hit Control C to copy it. And then, oh, sorry, really important thing. I'll show you right now. So I copied it, right? It's transparent. When you paste it, it's kind of off-center. And the reason that is because EA hates this. But to keep it from doing that, what I do is I create little borders up here and then color it in. Ooh, Photoshop, you lagging. Alright. Come on. Yeah, I know you're angry. And then just do it at the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just need like a, little guides so that the corners match up. You don't even really have to do the sides. I'm just not going to do it. So again, hit Control A, hit Control C. Go back. Select the original. I'm going to do the underlayer just in case. Hit Control V to paste it. Did you paste, buddy? Ooh, don't. Oh, of course it has stopped working. Okay, the lips are pasted. Please don't die. Okay, so you guys have seen the same steps about 1,000 times. So, resize the skin detail, draw bars at the top to paste it, and then delete them. I'm gonna save this as TF. You better stay sweaty. Source Studio. You have to go back and get the other skin details. Please don't crash on me again. Alright, nose masks. I'm going to open the nose mask file. And then it's going to take 10 years to load. Okay, or not. Alright, so pick a nose mask of your liking. Source Studio. I'm not trying to drag it. Calm down. Which one did I use? Oh, I think I used this one. Maybe it was the other one. Nope, I think it was this one. Please don't crash. Okay. Export the file. I'm just going to call it nose mask with a space in the middle because of a typo. Ooh, let's open it and not crash. Oh, good gravy, baby. What happened? Let's export you as a PNG instead. Nose mask. Much better. Open with Photoshop and don't crash. Yay. You can barely see it, but it's there, I promise. It's right here. So, do the same thing. Don't crash. Draw the bars at the bottom. Did I resize it already? Yeah, I resized it already. Okay, cool. Or maybe it was just like that. I just had bad memory because I'm over-caffeinated. Draw the bars. Control A, Control C to copy. Might as well name this lips. Hit Control V. Now look, we got a little nose mask. Please don't crash on me. I will cry all over you. Okay. So, there's the nose mask. You can edit the opacity if you want. I think that's what I did. I just made it like a little more subtle so that not all of my Sims have very defined nose bulbs. I kind of did the same with the lips. I just brought it down like a little bit. Excuse me, I had a burp. Like I said, you can mess with the softness of it. Honestly, it looks good just like anyway. Ooh, slay. Alright, I'm gonna put it, I think I put it at like 75 is what I put it at. Ooh, I'm gonna save you. Okay. Now, let's go grab some eye bags. Once none of y'all are talking and it's making me worry that my stream isn't working. We'll go, these are TAMO'S eye bags. Tamo. Which one did I use? Please don't crash on me. Please don't crash on me. Okay, I'm gonna use some really dramatic ones. Okay, I will use these, for example. Make sure it's a PNG file. Put eye bags, or whatever you want. Face purses. Okay, I'm gonna close you. I think it was Chrome making, I mean, it sounds stupid, but like I have my memory like donked all the way up in Photoshop so that I can undo about 1,000 times, and I think it was just like Chrome makes everything fucked up and not work, but I think that's what it was, because it's acting okay now, but I'm gonna tread lightly. Okay, eye bags, again, they're right here, you can't see them. Go ahead, resize it to the size of the default skin, which is twice the width. Go out. Put your bars, which are gray now and not blue, and I don't know why. I don't even know how I got the color blue. Hit Control A, hit Control C, hit, it doesn't matter which layer you're on. I need to name this though. Nose mask. Hit Control V, and look! We got them! They on the face. So, zoom out. Get rid of these hideous bars. Make sure to get rid of all of them also, like, from all the other layers. I probably should have done that on when I was putting the nose bulb on. Those ugly big blue things. Cool. Now look at that. Yay. I'm pretty sure I desaturated mine, if I recall correctly. I don't really remember though, but I'm gonna do that anyways. Because skin details have color in them sometimes, whereas default skins don't. The reason why, like, when you download a default skin and the lips are pink is because of the EA, like, base, not the skin on top of the base, just like the ugly blobby color underneath. Yeah, Chrome uses way too much space, and if it just, I don't feel like going on, I don't feel like ranting about how much I hate Chrome right now, but also, you could probably add nip nops, but I don't have any spare nip nops at the moment. There's like a million boob files, and I didn't feel like digging through all of them. But this one is, I think, Barbie. There's some boobs, but like in the files, but I didn't like dig through them extensively. I also don't use Wicked Whims in the way that I used to, so I didn't actually check to see if there were nip nops or not. So that's on you. You can add boobs and nip nops if you want, but I don't at the moment. Alright, what else was I going to use? Go into projects, open up components. Moxie's, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm not going to embarrass myself trying to, but this one, I'm going to open it up. Do you test skins by someone? I want to know what you think about what I create. I can test skins for you. I can do anything if I'm not busy. Alright, export. I'm going to call it Nose Shine, because that is the piece that I'm using. Now, I'm not using it, like, verbatim, but, let's see, where, oh, there it is. Wait, that's not it. That's the wrong folder. Here we go. Nose Shine. Boom. Art. Alright. Make it the same size as the default. Draw your bars at the bottom. Control C. Now, oh, I need to rename that. eye bags. No, not new layer. Control V to paste it. Now, if you wanted HEIHU'S face overlay on like all your Sims ever, you could easily do that this way. Like, actually, this would be a great skin blend because I like the lips, like they're darker on HEIHU'S face masks. I don't know what to call them. Skin details, flesh prisms for your face. They look good, so you could easily just like leave it like this. But keep in mind that if you hide the base layer, it is transparent. So you would have to rely on EA skin to fill in these gaps, since it does highlight some areas of the face. So it could look kind of odd depending. So I mean that's up to you entirely. But I'm gonna unhide this really quick. I'm only going to use the no shine, but I might as well kick down the opacity a little bit because this. Okay, let's see. This is not a bad alternative, honestly. You could just like use it like this. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna bump down the opacity, add another layer, call it nose shine. Flesh prism. So you can barely see it. So I'm gonna go back to this layer, which is the face mask. I'm gonna go to levels. I'm gonna crank up the shadows and highlights a little bit so I can see it better. Ooh, okay, yeah, just like that. And move my mouse over so that I can actually reach my drawing tablet. I'm gonna take oh, this is weird. I haven't used this thing in forever. Put a round brush. Oh, too small. Wait a minute. I'll just use that. That's fine. No, okay. I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna zoom in really close. I'm just gonna draw over it a little bit. So you're basically using it. It's basically like the same thing, but not. I'm gonna draw the line down the nose. Oh, maybe fuck it up. It can be a little messy, it's fine. Okay, let's use like a little bit of this. We'll make that look not as crunchy and nonsensy later in a second. Alright, so hide the face overlay. Now you got all this nonsense going on. This is so bright, I can't even see it. Okay, anyways. So I'm gonna take an eraser, a soft round one. Yeah, just like that. Alright, you can see the line right there. I'm gonna just kind of make it look not as rough. And then I'm gonna blur this out a little bit. I might actually show you guys how to make eyeballs while I'm at it, because I got all the time in the world. I'm gonna blur the inside, because that is the part that has, like, you know, it's gradiented, there's the shadow, all that stuff. I'm gonna take an eraser again and kind of clean it up right here so it's not overlapping the lips at all. And just be really gentle and nice with it. Treat it like your dog. Okay. Cool. Neat. Actually, that's a little rough. Wait a minute. Just oh, I think I took too much off that side. Alright, whatever. This is fine. This is good. It's not the worst thing ever. Okay. Neat. So delete that one layer you had. You can also like probably stack them if you wanted to. I only downloaded the XIGUA, however you pronounce that one, because that's the one that I like. Oh yeah, the lips. And I went in and I did like a little bit of, just a little bit of like smoothing out the texture, because I resized it so it got kind of like Photoshop, if you crash. Okay, it just loves me. Thank God this takes like 5 seconds to do. go. It's saved. Hey, oh my god, how nice. It doesn't hate me. Alright, TF recovered. Thanks. Thank you so much for spilling your hot coffee on my lap. Alright. Alright, good enough. Whatever. Moving on. Delete this layer. I'm not even going to bother with the other stuff. So, this is the base. Boom. This is it. Like, as soon as you have this done, you can... Everything else is just a breeze. So, I'm going to hide this base layer and put it back to the way it was. But first, I'm going to save it. Okay. Let's save this as a PNG for, what was it, teen female? Yeah, teen female. That is your file. Congrats. Turn compression off. Don't know what this means. I just know that when I upload photos to Tumblr and this is on, it makes it look like butthole, so I put it on none. Okay, don't crash. I think it just hates the eraser tool. Alright, so. Ooh, close and don't freak out. We're going to go and open adult female and not crash. Okay. Now, this was the teen female. This is done. But, of course, you probably don't want to, like, do all that shit for the same file over and over again. So, what I do is I hide this layer, so it's just your creepy lips and mouth and eyes and stuff. I draw the bars and I don't crash. Okay. Cool. Quit sketching me out. I add a layer. Boop, 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 boop. And do it down here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I deselect and I don't crash. And then I right click over here on one of the layers and I merge visible and I don't crash. And then I hit Control A to copy and Control A to select it and then Control C to copy and then I don't crash. And then now we have the adult female file. Cool. This is the base. The reason I merge all the files and put these bars up here is so that I can just very easily go and copy and paste them on all the other files. Because I'm not messing with nip-nops or anything like that. So, such is life. So hit Control V. Remove the bars. I'm gonna save this as blah 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 blah. Thank you. Okay, don't crash. Now remove your bars. I can't wait to be done with Photoshop, so I don't have to worry about it crashing. I'm going to merge visible, and I'm gonna save it and not crash. Don't crash. Okay. And then open up young adult, female. Do the same thing. Hit Control V. Remove the bars. Delete them. And then merge them. And then save it and don't crash. Nervously swallow spit. And then go to Elder. Do the same thing. Actually, halt. So, because they're all peoples, be careful, because you could make them look a little too old with the eye bags. But I kept mine in because I used less intense ones. So, you do you, boo-boo. But just be careful when adding skin details, because I feel like these are important to some degree. I like my old people to look old, so such is life. But you can soften up if you want to. You can I'm not gonna show you how to take a brush and draw on it because I'm afraid Photoshop will crash again. But you can do that if you want to. Delete. Don't crash. Cool. Okay. Save. You turd. Oh. Merge visible first. And save it. Jade, are you gonna make pet CC? I hope so. I hope we can. I've never created pet CC in my life or anything, but if Sims 4 Studio is with it and we have some kind of resource, I'm just worried about weights, cause I don't know, I would love to put human out a hat on a dog, my Tommy hat. I would love that on a dog, but I have no idea how the weights work. So hopefully I'll be able to. I don't know what I'm doing. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we're like done, technically. Okay, so go to your base. This is like not in my game right now, but I will drag it. I'll just show you like one file. Um, so we were doing teen female to, actually, I'm gonna close Photoshop. Well, yeah, I'll close Photoshop. We're done with that for now. But as you can see over here, by the way, I saved this file that makes no sense. That is like the overlay with the bars, so then copy and paste it on all the other ones, because it's just like face details and stuff. So it doesn't have to be like named all these things. But I would like to show you like child skin for a second, because I mentioned that I only opened the files that had faces on them because it's the only things I recognized. This is the child default. As you can see, all of these just about have faces, except this this baby. Is that a baby? What is that? The resolution. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Anyways, when I did my skin blend, I actually edited this, but I forgot how terrifying it was. But this is your Franken baby, this paper mache looking nightmare, which is shoved in the child file instead of the toddler for some reason. Whatever, I'm not going to question it. You can edit if you want to, I'm not going to, but that's also an option. But all three of these had faces on them, so I edited them. So yeah, just edit all the child ones. The toddler one, I imagine is what this file is. Please don't crash. Nothing crash, please. Okay. Same with toddlers. They all got faces, so edit it. If it doesn't have a face, don't touch it. God, they look terrifying. Same with dudes. There's only like 4 files that have faces on them. Oh, don't you crash on me! Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a big file, I think. It's just doing its thing. Just give it a tickety 2-eye stretch. Okay. So yeah, one face. This is the dude file. The teen male to elder male. One face, 2 face, 3 face, 4 face, old man face, and you know these are the bodies for their corresponding ones. So like this is an elder dude, and underneath him are his 4 files. You can edit the body if you want to. I'm not gonna. And like I said, tons of nipples. All of the nipples. There's a lot of nipples here. You can edit them if you want to. Let's see. Sam Sim said, hey, when I tried to recolor / add colors to your quartz eyes and I put it back to the studio, the skin was all weird and white. You got any idea for what's happening? Okay, so I imagine it's because when I'll show you really quick, or I won't, but actually, okay, I'll just show it really quick. Eyes. Human default. Okay, so when you export an image, you can export it as a PNG or a DDS. If you export it as a PNG, chances are when you export this image, it will look just like this, like it'll be white. And PNGs don't have alphas, you know, those black and white things. If you export it as a DDS file, though, it will have an alpha. So just, excuse me, I had a burp. Export the colors as, or the textures as DDS, and then recolor them that way. Don't import them as a PNG unless the background, like this white stuff, is transparent, just like the skins where it had like a checker design. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. It's probably just because it's a PNG file. What was I doing? Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna import the textures now. We did chicks, so we're gonna do that now. Just gonna give it a second to load. Hey Luna. And don't touch anything. Okay. Go up and don't let your Sims 4 Studio crash. Just be patient. Yeah, what Raylene said. She's much better at explaining things than I am. I'll go around my ass to get to my elbow, so. Alright, so this is the teen. hit import. I saved my teen female one here, so click it, hit enter or open, whatever. And as you can see, it's about to change in a second. Boom, looks different, looks really tired. Do the same for young adult. Go up in there, hit young adult, and then wait for its face to change. Don't click anything. Okay. And then import this sucker. What is this? Adult, female? Adult AF. AF. And then go to elder. And hit EF and hit enter to import it. Yeah, okay. And that's it. Okay. Now, I'm just going to check to make sure there's no not mystery face hiding. Okay, hit save. Come on, buddy. Stream building or gameplay? I really want to stream game. I would love to stream building, but I suck at streaming gameplay because it's just like this never-ending, like, battle of people yelling at me because I take screenshots every 5 seconds in cameraman mode. I could play with the Boofies, the Boofy aliens, Six and Amos. By the way, when SimStore Studio is doing this, it's like freaking out. Just don't touch and don't click anything. Don't click out of the window. Just let it save because there's like a million files that it's recompressing or whatever it does when it does that. Don't slap your barista's hand if he's making you coffee. Just let him make coffee. Ooh, this is taking a tickety too. I'm gonna put lip gloss on while I wait. Okay, your package has been saved. Okay, so hit OK. You can save the file as, but that takes a hot minute, so I'm just going to exit. I'm going to go back to my base. Now, you can rename this if you want. Obviously, it's, I feel confident in saying that anytime I've seen other people do a skin blend, they use someone else's package file as a base. But please make sure to check people's terms of use before doing that. You know, like, just be respectful. But, so I'm going to copy this one. I'm just going to name it Skin Blend Test for right now. Because I might share this, even though it's too similar to the other one, but I don't know. I took my default skins out, so I'm gonna paste this one here. Actually, I should rename it TF. You know what, maybe I shouldn't have changed the whatever. Alright, I don't know if changing the package file name does anything, but, I'm gonna load my game really quick. I wonder if, oh, I'm in widescreen full mode. Okay. I'm gonna launch The Sims 4. Please don't make me log in or update. Origin, come on. Click. Come on. Do your thing. I'm gonna put a check mark. Yep. Oh, you're gonna make me log in. Yes, I play RuneScape. I play old school RuneScape. I tried to get Hypno Frogs. Jojo asked that. Yeah, I still play it. Human who abandoned me and then didn't want to play with me ever again. Can people see my... It's black right now because it's loading, but can people see my game loading? Okay. It has like a thing over it. I really should put my stuff in like not windowed full screen. Oh, that selfie. Okay. Peace load. Please. Oh, I have too much content in my game now. Usually, okay. So it doesn't usually take that long to load up. Jesus. You wait 10 years for your thing to load. Okay. By the way, if you want to see how much content I have, it's actually not that much, and it's shamelessly most of my own crap. Let's go to new game so I can just shove them into cache really quick. Would you need you too, my guy? Boop, 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 boop. Jeepo. Oh, my sweet Jeepo, who still has skin details on her face that I have to take off. Okay. Took all your makeup off. So, this is what the skin blend looks like. As you can see, I had Photoshop crashed before I got to the nose bulb. A little shine, so that's not there. So, oh, be tinier. I'm just gonna draw like a flower shape, like this. Try to make it like in like the first one in the middle, by the way, just so it's kind of like uniform. Oh, that's a little bit too close. And do that. Like little petals. Pretend like the middle of the eyeball is like the weird black part of a sunflower, if that makes sense. Make it a little lighter on these things, like in the middle. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, that's a little this will be covered by black, like shadowing, so it doesn't matter. Go over here and hit overlay. You can keep it like this, or you can like fiddle with it a little bit. I like, depending on like the darkness of the eye, I like kind of mess with the opacity. Create a new layer. Instead, use black. Make sure it's like full opacity. Just draw around them really quickly, like this. Look at that, it's a flower. Okay, and then draw around the bottom, like around the entire thing. Or be careful, because this is like acting kind of funny. Just don't make it like all black, but so we'll stick an eyeball, right? Neat. Go hide this for right now. Go back to your light beams and go to blur and blur it. And then do it a little bit more. Depending on, you know, how high of a detail you want it. I didn't want mine to look entirely like a flower, so it was pretty blurred like this. And then unhide your outline. And then, you know, blur it again. I'm using Control F to redo the action. And look at that. I actually don't like how that turned out. Wait a minute. Let's try this. Boop. Let's just literally do lines that aren't totally sloppy. Okay. And then blur them. There we go. That's a little better. I'm going to turn these beams down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to turn them up and turn this down. Just fiddle with it until you got something that you like. I'm going to duplicate this layer so that it's a little more beamy. I'm going to go get a soft round brush on the eraser and just kind of fade it out a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, my opacity's on like 100, no wonder. Start from the middle, go all the way up. Neat. And then if you wanna, I just want the sofa table. What does that mean? What is a sofa table? Go in here. I'm gonna use my brush for this, my pen, my drawing tablet, so that it's not really heavy. Start really heavy at the top, and then just work your way down over and over again until you get like a gradient, kind of. Just hand paint it like a little bit. I could do this. I'm gonna go. What was I gonna do? Oh, color. Boop, 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 boop. Just see how it looks. You can use the hue slider, like this thing, to kind of go in between colors. Like that works fine, but I feel like sometimes it's just I never can necessarily get the color that I like, and that's I don't know. That's iffy. This looks fine, but I usually use like the color mode on a soft brush, and then I pick a color, and then I go in. Ooh, that's pretty. But whatever floats your boat. Although it is kind of better to use the saturation slider because it doesn't affect the shadows. Like it is, as you can see, when it's quite dark down here, and when I go over it, it makes it not. And that can make for inconsistent eyes, which drives me crazy. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I'm gonna have to save this. Well, I guess I'm making non-defaults now. Whatever. Quartz V2 non-defaults. Dunzo. That is a nice eyeball. I'm all fudged up now. I gotta make more eyeballs. Okay. Oh, that's kind of it.